I'm making this video for two reasons. First, to talk a little bit about the reproduction of toads, but secondly, to offer students a chance to employ scientific thinking and to make hypotheses and to make observations which would then test these hypotheses. So to begin with, this first video is of toads mating in a lake. And so you can see that they often mate at a specific time in the year, and they often then mate in groups. And here you can see them sitting quietly in groups where the males are all calling, within a couple of days or perhaps, a week, but certainly in a short period of time. In contrast, all of the remaining videos are of toads mating along the Delaware River in the same area. Now, a river is obviously different from a lake, and so then one could ask the question, are there any differences between how toads mate in a lake versus in the river? You might think that, well, there might be differences obviously in the current. There might be differences in the abundance of aquatic vegetation that one could say use as camouflage. There might be differences in predators that one would find. There might be other differences as well. And so one could then hypothesize whether there would be similarities or differences, and then make observations. So I'm going to invite my students to then make hypotheses about where these toads would be found. Would they be found more, in the water, where they would obviously be exposed to more current? Would they be at the shore in the water, at the shore but on land? Would they be a little higher on the land away from the shore? Would they be mating on land in the water? Would you see as much of a group mating as you did in the previous image in the lake? Would the males defend territories so that you would expect to find, toads kind of equidistant from each other? Or would you find, small clusters where toads would gather in one area? So all of these are questions that one can ask. And for a science student or a scientific thinker, one then would make a hypothesis and then make observations on the natural world to test this hypothesis.